Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. Oh my gosh. I've had to delete a couple of videos because they were, first of all, they were horrible. And second of all, I had lost the beginning of how to make this. Let me see if I have got my place in an absolute uproar. I have had lots of stupid things going on. This here that I'm going through, not counting this, I've been doing some testing on stuff, not liking what happened. Anyway, let's get back to the video since I'm complaining. I was watching Natasha, which I do quite often, from Treasure Books, and I think I've seen this video before, I think on other channels, but anyway, what she did and what I did is create a little kind of Christmas journal with one little signature inside, also including the envelope, which I kind of put halfway through my signature here. Oh, I don't know how the lighting is anymore. I kind of get a little frustrated. I hope that's a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, so I had a video that I created this on video, lost the footage, and then of course I had a video to decorate it where I made this, and I also put it all together, showed you how we did all of the stitching in the middle, and anyway, now that I'm whining and complaining, I'm going to show it to you. The first video was how to make this. The second video was decorating it. Kind of stupid, but that's what I did. So instead of that, I've deleted them both. I didn't like them. I'm trying to do a lot of Christmas stuff and things that maybe might be of interest. Please go and watch. I'm going to link it below. I'm going to link Natasha's video because, you know, she comes up with some great ideas. She comes up with some, you know, this is what you could do with it, and she shows you all kinds of things. But I had a big box of these Christmas cards, and this is the envelope. Now, the one thing she included was the envelope in order to have a tuck spot. But like she said, the envelope's a little bit bigger. I would have, I think, preferred, if that's just me, forgive me for that, but I would have preferred not to use the envelope at all. The envelope we could use for something else later on. But I did make it exactly like she did. I followed her instructions and everything. I included some scrapbook paper on the cover, which makes it a little more solid. I also have, I had put in, I think she did as well, tuck spots everywhere. So I put a tuck spot here. That also gives it a little bit more reinforcement. And then with the envelope, I used the same paper so it would match. And then I just added this, I think it was one of the cut aparts or something from one of my, I think you saw it in my preparing for Christmas stuff video where I was cutting up all kinds of things. She also showed how she created this using another envelope that maybe you didn't want to use. I kind of cut it out. That's the bottom part of the envelope. And she shows you how. So I covered it here, and I had a piece left. And because I was decorating, I put a piece here. And it's just Christmas text. Noel, talking about the first Noel. Actually, it's the whole song, I think. Anyway, that was scrapbook paper that I had. And then she was saying, use the envelope here. And I was thinking that we could actually have cut it down. That's just me, because I don't like this. Some people do, some people don't. I had it up higher so that it would, you know, you could stand it up. You know, we all have our own ideas. So then the papers that I just used cardstock And then again, I used another piece of paper here just for a little tuck here. I was going to do some stamping. I just added some photocopy paper, just regular photocopy paper. I was going to trim it, sew it, do all kinds of things. I didn't do that. I also took one of the ephemera and I backed it onto a piece of paper because it was very thin here and I just wanted it to be more solid. I added a brad, which I covered here with washi on the top and bottom. And then this just slides so you can pull this out. I mean, it actually serves no purpose. I just thought it was kind of a cute idea. Maybe it was something else, but just to give you some ideas. Again, I didn't really decorate any of the white pages, which I was going to do. We did a kind of a three-hole stitch for the binding, and then she was showing how to make that sort of a 1/2 inch one so that we could have a little piece there that was kind of solid, like so that you could hang a dangle of some kind on there. So that's what I did, you know, followed kind of her instructions. I took some more Christmas washi, kind of did a little bit of decorating here. I just decided to, I had scrap pieces of paper and some of this little pieces of ephemera and stickers. These are stickers. And I made a tuck spot and took some cut aparts. I think that's what we call them. And just, you know, stuck it in there. I thought that was kind of cute. I didn't do anything with this. I thought I would fold it and kind of make another tuck. I don't know. Because it had a natural fold anyway when it was the way I cut it. It was a natural fold. So anyway, I keep saying anyway. That's not nice. And I didn't finish any more of that. I didn't put anything on here. And on the back, to hide like the barcode and all that stuff, I just added another square piece, did some rounding of the corners, and it's another tuck spot here. So basically, you know, I mean, you could make these, and as I said, I will link her channel below, so that if you want to do it and you don't remember how, or you'd just like to see what other ideas she comes up with, because she not only creates things, she also adds a few things to kind of perk your imagination on what you could do with these things, you know. And you don't have to have these dangles on here. You could, you know, make one without the envelope so that it's all nice in one piece all together. And that could be a journal. It could be a Christmas journal. It could be a photo. You know, if you wanted to make a junk journal out of it, if you wanted to change it up a little bit with some fold outs, you could make it into like a photo album. So it doesn't have to be lots of signatures. You can also just put a few pages in with flip outs and so on, and maybe with a photo mat there, maybe with some something like this where you could write in it what the photo is, and it could be your Christmas photo album just using a Christmas card. So there's lots of things you could do, and if you're going to do something like this for a craft fair, you could create a photo mat or photo album sorry, by making all the pages a little bit smaller, a few lesser pages, maybe with more flip outs, flip down, flip up, you know, with photo mats on there, you know, and decorate it, you know, with little words, Christmas wishes, a little spot where you can write what that particular thing is. So I thought maybe using cards not only as a little journal, and you know, they're not that big, they're fairly flat. Even with this, you could mail these out to your crafty friends when you're doing a Christmas swap, or if you're doing just want to do happy mail. That's another idea where you can not decorate maybe the whole thing and let the person that's receiving it decorate it, take it apart, do whatever. I mean, to me, when you're gifting things like this, you don't have to leave it like this. You may want to take this off, use this on something else. There may be some ephemera in here you might want to use and use it on another project. To me, that's the ultimate sort of compliment, that if you're using pieces of someone's work, especially when they're sending you ephemera and so on, that if you're going to use it on something else, that's a high compliment to someone. And I really like this belly band idea. I think this is really a cute thing. Very simple, scrap piece of paper. Just grab some. This is a sticker. This is a sticker. These are ephemera. This was a little, I did a very, very bad job of fussy cutting this little guy out. But I watched a video. Actually, I think I will also link it below. I think her name is Laura or something like that. Laura. I watched, she does a lot of scrapbooking, like 12 by 12 scrapbooking, I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't see all of her videos. But she was giving fantastic tips on fussy cutting. That, to me, I mean, some of the things she taught me in that one video saved me a lot of frustrations. A lot of frustrations when it comes to fussy cutting. And I really wanted to do fussy cutting, but I found it so challenging. And the way she was explaining things like this is just a piece of paper. You know, if you want to fussy cut this out, she was teaching all kinds of tips on how to hold the scissors. She was really good. She was really good. And I really recommend anyone who has to do any fussy cutting, please check out her channel. It's in the description below. And she gives you great tips, things that you never thought of. You know, and you look at this and you think, oh my God, there is no way I can fussy cut that out and make it look nice. But the way she does it, it's amazing. And she was demonstrating, for instance, I think I can show you on here. If you wanted to fussy cut out these florals, and you know how delicate these stems are, she shows you how to keep a little bit of the white on either side of the stem. Anyway, I won't go into too much detail because she is really, I learned so much from just that one video. So I hope you'll go and see her. So that is it for me for today. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, I have had, I don't know what it is. June was really a terrible month for me. I think I mentioned it before. July is becoming just as bad. I don't know what it is. And I've got so many things going on. The last week of July, I'm hoping to do videos ahead of time. The last week of July, I am going to be at my daughter's because my daughter and her husband are celebrating their 20th anniversary. And their celebration is they are going to Scotland and to Ireland for their anniversary trip. And I think it's the first trip that the two of them have gone on alone together, which is wonderful. So I'll be staying with the boys for a week. The other grandmother will be there for a week. So for the 2 weeks they're gone, I'll be there the last week. Then I've got my son's wedding is coming up in August. And we've got appointments at the tailor's because my contribution is to... they're going to be renting tuxedos and they need fittings and so on. And they need the whole shoes and vests, etc., etc. So I've got a pretty busy summer, and there was a lot of things I wanted to do, but I'm going to ask you to forgive me for a very poor summer videos. I'm hoping that maybe I can do a few at my daughter's, but it's hard. It's hard to know. So now that I have apologized, now that I have shown you an idea of what you can do with old Christmas cards. I didn't cover this. She covered one of hers. Natasha did. Because I liked this. And I liked this in the beauty of, excuse me, in the beauty of a snowflake falling softly on the land is the mystery and the miracle of God's great creative hand, written by Helen Steiner Rice. But I loved this, and it's sparkly, and it's got layers. I don't want to, you know, disturb that. So wouldn't it be nice, not counting this, of course, to decorate this and make it into a photo, as I said before. So the two videos I am linking below is Natasha Treasure Books regarding using up old Christmas cards, not used, but I guess if they're used and you really want to use it, you can cover up the sentiment on the back. You can make it into a journal. You can make it into a photo album. And the other one is Fussy Cutting Tips and Techniques. My gosh, she was good. I really recommend you, if you wish, I really recommend you have a look. I haven't looked at a lot of her videos, but that one hit home. I mean, fussy cutting has always been a... Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for putting up with my nonsense. And wish me luck on summer videos and a little bit of a vacation. I don't know how much of a vacation is going to be looking after the boys. Looking after? No. I think it's just keeping them company, because they're old enough to look after themselves, really. But Mommy doesn't want them to be alone, especially at night. And I don't blame her. And besides, I would be there anyway. So that's it for me. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.